everyone. It's DebraSue in the studio with Toledo to the World with DebraSue, and we are back again for another Thursday evening of Toledo to the World. We are talking about Toledo events this week. Let me give you a lineup though for next week. We're going to have some really interesting a really interesting show actually for our next couple of shows for lineup. We're going to have a guest actually. They're going to be on board. We're going to bring in a fairly renowned individual who is well awarded, who has traveled. He's an artist, and we're going to have him on in February. And we also have a local individual who is a insurance slash financial consultant. He's going to be on a week after next. And then next week we kind of got hodgepodge of a couple of different things that we're going to be highlighting. So make sure you join me next Thursday, same time, same place, same channels, same social media platforms. We are on Facebook, as you know, Toledo to the World with DebraSue. We are on Instagram, Glass City Talent slash Toledo to the World with DebraSue. YouTube, Glass City Talent slash Toledo to the World with DebraSue. And we are also on Roku. So make sure you go over there to any of those places and check us out. That's where we are. Okay. So I want to make sure you join me for those events. We got some really good shows coming up. So I want to thank everybody who does support the program, everybody who just hangs out with DebraSue just to talk about what's happening in Toledo, Ohio. So we're not on very long. As they say, we're here for a short time, not a long time. We just talk about some of the things that are going on in Toledo, Ohio. And as always, if you want one of your events or several of your events sponsored or talked about on this channel, make sure you get your information to me by inboxing me. That's DebraSue on Facebook. Messenger me and let me know what's happening. And I'll make sure within reason that I get it online and we talk about it. Or if you prefer, we can just book you to come onto the show and you talk about it yourself. How about that? That's even better, right? So let's do that. Okay. We're here to promote you, Toledo. We are also inviting other individuals to come and visit Toledo. We've had individuals, not just Toledoans, Ohioans, if you will, but we've had individuals from across the United States who have come on and talked about their craft. They've talked about their businesses and their events as well. So it's not, we're proud of Toledo, and so we want to talk about Toledo with the rest of the world. We want to tell everybody what's going on in Toledo because some people think we are a little small city, but trust me, we are not. We are not. So let's get started just on a couple of things, okay? Because we only have about 25 minutes to do this show. And so, people's attention span is not that long. And so we're not going to hold anybody too long. But if you want to get out and do some things in Toledo, whether you're old or young, there's plenty to do in Toledo, trust me. And as the years go on, there's going to be more. Toledo is a growing city. We're exploding with things to do. We're exploding with new growth and new opportunity. We're exploding with new investments and new things coming to Toledo off of our downtown riverfront. So stay tuned. Our children are going to have a heck of a city to grow up in, and we are praying, of course, that things will get better. We don't know, a lot about how things are going to go with certain, climates that are occurring right now. But one thing is for sure, life goes on, right? It does go on. And so let's make the place Toledo and the world a better place for our kids, for my kids, for your kids, for our grandchildren. So that's what we're focused on. Okay. But in the meantime, we are focusing on 2025. It sounds funny to even say that 2025. We are here in 2025. We are here in 2025 and we are alive. We're alive in 2025. So something definitely to be grateful for. Hey, Austin Hill, how are you? Yes, we can chat. We can chat. Let me get through. I need to get through these things first. I have a little bit of a little bit to go through here and talk about some things. And then if we can definitely do that, or you can just chat right at the bottom and I'll chat right back with you. Okay. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so tomorrow at 7 o'clock, you guys, we are having the Cotton Bowl watch party. How many of you guys have you even been to the Cotton Bowl? We had a little bit of an incident there not too long ago, but that honestly, again, we are focusing on the positive things that are happening. Because it didn't happen in Toledo. So life goes on, right? We do have some celebration happening, good game, good food over at the Toledo Yacht Club in Toledo, Ohio. It's tomorrow at 7 o'clock, guys. If you get a chance to go over and visit, you can get yourself some famous chili and some beef nachos and watch the Cotton Bowl if that's what you're into. It's located at 3900 North Summit Street, 3900 North Summit Street, Building 2, here in Toledo, Ohio. And the Yacht Club, if you've never been there, it's an experience to go to the yacht Yacht Club. It is a very nice place to go and visit, very affordable. And they're going to be doing some sporting activities there tomorrow. Going to have a bunch of folks in there celebrating and eating and having a good time to watch the Cotton Bowl. So again, it's going to be tomorrow at 7 o'clock at the Toledo Yacht Club at 3900 North Summit Street. Starts at 7 o'clock. You may want to get there a little bit early, okay? Because if I know the yacht club, which I do, they're going to fill up fairly early on that, fairly quickly, okay? So hop on over there and take care of that, okay? Have yourself a good time tomorrow, almost fall. Drink responsibly and play safe and have a good time, okay? All right. The next one on the list, and I've been talking about this one for a while now, is the Toledo Pickle Grand Opening Celebration. That's coming up January 21st at 6 o'clock at the Toledo Pickle Club at Water Street. The address is 1030 Water Street, downtown Toledo, Ohio. This is going to be a super nice thing to go to, you guys. I don't know how many of you know how to play pickleball, if you even know what pickleball is all about. But right now, if you don't know and you want to get to know, now's the time to do it. Okay, so it's already been slated. The activities have already been slated. And if you look online at the Toledo Pickle page, they have posted beautiful pictures, you guys. They have pictures of the inside of this place. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be a nice attraction for the city of Toledo, for downtown Toledo, and the grand opening, so you can go check it out as well. It's going to be on January 21st at 6 o'clock, from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, the Toledo Pickle grand opening. If you don't know how to play pickleball, rest assured there are other things to do. You can eat. They do have an indoor restaurant there. They have cornhole, if you know what that is. That's a really fun game to play. They have ping pong. They have arcade games. There's something to do for everyone of every age at this facility. It is going to be one of our main attractions for the city. I'm almost certain of that, because there's a lot of anticipation growing for this place already. The grand opening, I'm looking forward to it. I plan on being there. I'd like to have you join me. Let's go see what it's about. I'm an avid tennis player. Used to be anyway, and pickleball is not the same, somewhat similar, but not the same. It requires a little more endurance. Some would say that's arguable, probably, to most people. But if you get a chance, get on over there to the to the pickle grand opening at 1030 Water Street. That is on January the 21st. It's coming up right around the corner. It's hard to believe that January 21st is here already. It's getting here, and we're going to be looking at February before you know it, because if you've noticed, even daylight savings time seems like it started a little bit earlier, don't you think? I think it has. It's staying lighter longer, so just weird to see that, and we haven't even had our real first snowfall yet. But anyway, go ahead over there and have yourself a good time. I look forward to seeing you guys there. The other thing is the Mardi Gras on Ice. I want to get to that one because I think I talked a little bit about that last week. I don't know if I said enough about it, but that's going to be out at, let me see here. I'm going to have to find this. Let's go see it, because I had it put up just a second ago. 1 second here, folks. I had it on here. You can go look it up online. How about that? Mardi Gras on Ice. BB Rayford, are you in Toledo, Ohio? BB Rayford? Lisa Spur? Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, Jonathan. Jonathan Coleman, thank you for typing that at the bottom. Jonathan is actually enlightening people where they can go if they're listening to our podcast to come and celebrate some of the activities that we have here in Ohio. Make sure you guys get out here. I've talked about just about a couple of them. I talked about most of the January ones, but I am going to mention one that's going to happen in February. Most of us do know DJ Lightning Rod. DJ Lightning Rod is having a 30-year reunion of Night at Lolo's Mixed CDs. Now, if you've ever been to Lightning Rod's events, you know that they are a blast. You know that they're a blast, and they sell out very, very quickly. So this is going to happen on February the 1st, which is also right around the corner, you guys. It's right around the corner. So if you get a chance to go over there at his place, actually, it's going to be at Lighthouse Burgers and Billiards. And it will start at, let's see here, it's $5 admission. First of all, let me tell you that it's not just a walk in here, okay? And for the first 50 people, you're going to get a free flash drive. And so, as you know, Lightning Rod is not just a business owner. He's one of our most beloved DJs in the city of Toledo and beyond. And he also had several other groups that he's associated with, including the Slang Gang and so forth. And so this is going to be Saturday, February 1st at 7 o'clock at his place. That's Lighthouse Billiards, Burgers and Billiards at 2114 West Alexis in Toledo, Ohio. And for all my skaters who have been there in the past couple Wednesdays, they've been having some after parties after the Wednesday night skates, and they have specials that happen there as well. And I do believe that's still happening on Wednesday nights. And so this is the place to be. This is a 40 and up situation. So, you know, grown and sexy is all I can say. And I do believe, if any other arrangement is made, I don't know about it, but that's pretty much the living standard there. So it's it's a nice place to be. It's a nice place to visit. It's a nice place to just go sit, chill, have some food, listen to some music. And this particular time, he is celebrating a reunion. Now, if you don't know who Lolo's or what Lolo's was, you probably are not going to understand this commercial or this commercial slash advertisement. Okay, but most of the old schools in Toledo know about Lolo's, and that was the spot to be, and it continues to be a celebrated spot to be as far as the community and Black history is concerned. And so, get yourself over there and go have yourself a great time with that. Okay. The other thing I wanted to mention to you guys was I don't know if you know it or not, but there's been several events that's been held, I should say, regarding this $10 million windfall that Toledo, Ohio has had. Now, I'm not exactly sure if you all knew about this. I did mention this just a little bit in passing, but there's been a situation where Toledo has found itself in a situation where they've been granted this money, and they have been putting out feelers for individuals to talk about what they would like to do with that money. They have had multiple meetings that have been held, multiple meetings, and there was one last night. I attended the one last night. They also have one being held tonight, but they also are having one tomorrow, and that's going to be an online situation. So if you go to Toledo's page, to our city page, and you look out and you look at the 5-year plan is what they're calling it, with this money that we've been blessed with. Okay, you'll get a chance to make some comments on that page. Many comments. I will tell you that a lot of people mentioned these were not small. This was not a small class yesterday either. It wasn't a small attendance. There was a lot of people over at the Mott's Library yesterday, and I think that the consensus is seems to be kind of the same for a lot of people. Now, when I posted this on my page, I'm gonna tell you what some of you guys said. Hold on. Because some of you guys kind of cracked me up a little bit with some of the stuff that you did say. So I'm going to tell you what some of you guys said that we should do with the money. So I'm going to get here in just a second. Hold on. Because I was actually a little intrigued at some of the things that some of you said. It was somewhat interesting. Some interesting and some not so interesting, some humorous and some not so humorous, but I think most of you are very, very serious about what you'd like to see done with $10 million in Toledo. Here is what some of you guys said you'd like to see have done, and some of these that you all mentioned, I actually wrote them down on yellow sticky notes, and I took it to the meeting and put it up on the boards that they asked, because I know everybody can't come to these meetings, but with some of the ideas that you all posted on the page, I actually went on ahead and I took them there. So here's some of the things that you all said. First of all, let me tell you that tomorrow is going to be an online event, and so you can get that information over at the Toledo page. It's a City of Toledo community page. Okay, and you'll see that in there. There's also one tonight, but it is also already started over at the East Toledo Family Center. So you probably are not going to make that. Well, you might. I don't know. It lasts for an hour, a little bit over an hour. If you want to stay and you want to talk about some things, might be able to get on over there. The question is, how should Toledo spend $10 million in federal money annually? Did you hear me? 10 million annually for the next 5 years. Now, we think $10 million is a lot of money, right? $10 million is not a lot of money for all the things that people were suggesting that they'd like to have done. Now, if you imagine there's 5 meetings that are being held, and all of these meetings are attended by multiple people, you should have seen the wave of sticky notes that were posted up on the wall of things that people thought should be given attention to in Toledo, Ohio. It was absolutely an amazing thing to see. But I will tell you, $10 million, as you all know, nowadays just does not go far long way. So we've got 5 years of this grant to see what happens. And like I said, if you haven't looked around in Toledo, Ohio lately, something's, if you haven't seen what's going on here, I don't know what to tell you. You know, you got some kind of blinders or something on because we have got, you look at all of the new housing that's popping up. Look at the housing for the teens that are popping up. Look at the housing that's popped up over off the Franklin and Junction. Think about that. And then what's coming over by the Southland area, lots of housing going up, you know, programs and stuff that people would like to see as well. So definitely want to, if you can get over and get yourself into that discussion, try and do it because everybody's opinion counts, you guys. Good evening, Donetta Carter. Happy to see you, girl. Thank you. Um, it really is. Needs everybody's opinion. And one thing that I want to say, and it was stressed last night, and I thought it was a very, very important comment that someone made, is that why we have this money and why we'd like to see all these changes happen, and some of this stuff will not happen overnight, you guys. It just will not, and it might not even happen in our lifetimes, but it will happen in our children's lifetimes. It will happen in our grandchildren's lifetime. The thing is to think about the future. Think about what Toledo is going to be 15, 20, 25, 50 years from now, and take some pride in the fact that you may have had some input with some of the things that are happening. You know, whether it's small or it's large, let's go ahead and get that. Okay. Hey, Mike Conrad. Oh, so good to see you. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. You come see me. I'm here for you. You already know that. One of the things I'll mention a couple of the things, and I'm not going to take up too much time here, you guys, because I thought some of these were actually not new. Some people would like to see more police officers and better diversity and inclusion training with the police situation. A lot of people were talking about increasing youth programs in schools. Yeah, in the schools. I agreed with that because, you know, I don't know how far back some of you go, but one of the things in high schools was you had skill centers, you know, that by the time you got out of school, you were actually ready to go to work if you didn't go to work while you were already in school. So it kind of gets our kids off the street, sends them straight to the workforce or, you know, school or whatever it is that they intend on doing. Um, but the thing is it helps the young people set goals and it helps you know, divert their attention to something that's positive and put some money in their pockets. So myself, I'd like to see that come back. And somebody, Andrew White, said our kids need it the most. Our kids are the future. I do agree with that. And so, but you also have other things that people want to see: repair, upgrades. City pools should be upgraded it to maybe look like some of the other ones with splash pads, and you know, make it a place that kids really want to come to and enjoy themselves. So I thought that was an awesome idea. Community development projects and job creations. Absolutely. Absolutely. We need all of that. Cleaning up corruption in the city. Absolutely. Need to do that as well. But we saw a lot of use it for the youth, use it for the homeless individuals. I guess we have a mandate coming up for homeless folks that, yeah, you got to get off the street. I have no answers for that, but it's going to be interesting to see how this thing rolls around. Hey, what's up, fam? What's up, Deontay? I'm happy to see you. Peace and blessings to you as well. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. uh, so yeah, this Toledo scene is growing, Jonathan, and it's growing exponentially. I have you know, as I know, I've done my thing for the last couple decades here and helped to you know, try to refine and rebuild and do some things over in the Vistula area. I have a non-for-profit over here, but you all know that I did the Glass City Talent thing and worked with artists, and you know, the medical thing, and did Mercy Hospital, and I, you know, when you get involved with your community, you feel like you're a part of something bigger than yourself. That's the thing, you know. And you know, we want to talk about having something to look forward to. Look forward to being able to prepare a place for someone other than yourself, someone other than, even if you don't have children or grandchildren, you know, you look around, we have plenty of children that need all of our help. And so let's do what we can to make Toledo a better place, to make the world a better place. But right now we're focusing on Toledo because we've got a $10 million a year windfall to talk about. And it's a process that's going on, you guys. And I guess once they get done with all of these meetings, they're going to have other meetings to kind of sum up what most people in Toledo are asking for. Please don't let this opportunity pass you by. Don't let it pass you by. Don't say you didn't get a chance. Don't say you didn't have an opportunity to say what you would like to see done in Toledo. We all know we can all stay stuck in the mud and say nothing's ever going to change. That's just not true. It will change, but how do you want it to change? And do you want to be a part of the change? I have been saying that if you want to see change, get involved. Get yourself on some boards. Get yourself some committees going in your neighborhood. You know, if you want to see change, you have to be a part of the change, not just complain about it, but you have to be a part of it. Okay. All right. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm happy to have all of you here. We talked a little bit about a couple of events that are coming up. Now, next week, I'm actually going to bring on Terica's Essential. She's going to talk about her products. I would like to absolutely see you all join this young lady, come join the show and join this young lady's conversation. That's either going to be next week or week after, but I'm also going to have um, two other individuals on as well. One in the music industry who's done great things. He's won awards across almost every platform. He's on tour right now and he's doing big things. I'm going to have him on in a couple weeks, and I'm going to have on a financial slash insurance person who's going to talk about some of the things, questions that you may have regarding insurances, life insurances, maybe some financial situations that you need to just get some simple answers to. He's going to be here as well. Nate is going to be here. So I'm not going to mention first and last names. You'll see it in my upcoming promos. Okay. But I'd like for you all to join me, support. We only have a half-hour show. So if you can get in, get in. But it's always posted. And like I said, we're posted on Facebook, Instagram, Roku, and YouTube. So make sure you get caught up on the programs, because we actually have probably about 50 shows posted under our belt so far. So make sure you go and catch up and you support. And please believe me when I tell you, I do appreciate the support that each and every one of you give. I want to give out to a big shout out to Jonathan Coleman, who is a big part of my team as well. He does booking for me, he does promo for me, and I'm not the only one. This is what he does, you guys. He is I call him the guru, the promo guru, and so I give big shouts out to him. And so happy to have him in my life and on the team. So happy to have you guys. All right. Well, listen, we are not going to keep anyone. You're very welcome. He pumped fist. All right, you guys. Listen. Thank you all for joining me. We'll be back next week. Please join me next week. I'm going to say good night for now. Okay, it's good night. It's now goodbye. We will see each other in about a week or so. And if you have anything that you'd like to discuss, please inbox me. If you have anything that you'd like to promote, please inbox me and let's talk about it. And better yet, if you'd like to be on the show, inbox me and make yourself an appointment. Okay, let's talk about it with Toledo and the rest of the world. All right, everyone. You all have a blessed night. Have a good night. Be safe and love on everybody that you can that belongs to you. All right, we'll talk later. Take care. Bye bye.